This faith and knowledge, this connection to God, this connection to the mystery without making false assumptions, without believing that everything will turn out, without thinking you will be protected in all instances, for this is not the case. That is why your inner preparation here is more significant than anything you do on the outside, for whatever you do on the outside is a temporary expedient. You cannot store food for the rest of your life. You cannot protect yourself from every event and eventuality. You cannot stockpile for decades. And there will be no place on earth that will be entirely safe or beyond the reach of the great waves of change. So you will have to become clear and resourceful, wise and inner-directed, for there will be very few on the outside who will be able to give you wise counsel. You will have to take care of your family and perhaps other people as well. You will have to take care of your health, your mental health, and your physical health, and at times you will have to do things that are very courageous. The more you value your strength and identify with it, the more you will build confidence in the face of uncertainty. Even in the face of disaster, you will have an inner confidence, and it will not be a false confidence. It will not be something you simply tell yourself to placate yourself or to make yourself feel better. It is the power of knowledge. That is your core strength, but it is mysterious. You cannot control it. You cannot make it give you what you want. You cannot use it as a resource, for you must serve it. Your mind is meant to serve spirit, as your body is meant to serve your mind. You cannot use spirit as a resource. Your confidence must be established at a deeper level. The sense of authority in your life must be established beyond your personality and your ideas, for so many of your ideas will be challenged and will prove to be inadequate to face the future and to navigate the difficult times ahead. That is why you must become a student of knowledge, as well as a student of the world. You will need to suspend many of your ideas and beliefs about people and about the world. Many of your assumptions that you find to be self-comforting now will only weaken you and make it more difficult for you to see what you need to know and to do. You do not know how it is going to turn out. But how it is going to turn out really does not matter, because you are here to serve the world, and you serve the world without requiring a result. If your service is pure, if it comes from love and compassion, you give because you must give, not because you are assured of an outcome. You do it anyway. You try to bring about a good result, but in the end, you cannot control it. Then if your service to others seems to fail, you will not feel devastated. You did what you could. Like the physician in the field of battle taking care of the wounded soldiers, you do what you can with what you have. You are here to serve, not to control. You are here to give, not to manipulate things to your own advantage. This gives you a kind of immunity from the effects of tragedy, which in some cases may be extremely disheartening. Other people around you will fail. They will fail to prepare. They will fail to see and know. They will fail to maintain their stability. Some will even lose their lives. You cannot fail. This is the confidence you must have, and it must be built upon knowledge and not upon some false sense of yourself. Those who will be able to navigate the highly uncertain times ahead must have this strength and inner guidance. If they are to benefit from these circumstances, if they are to be uplifted and strengthened by these challenges, that must be their focus. From a personal point of view, it seems to be too much. The requirements are too great. The problems are too immense. The outcome is too tragic. From a personal perspective, you might as well just give up and go hide somewhere and hope that it all passes over, like a bad dream. You can wake up, and life can go on as you have known it. From a personal perspective, the great waves seem too radical, too extreme, impossible, improbable, illogical or unreasonable. A new message from God seems impossible and unreasonable. Even if you thought it was possible, you would think it would be something else, something lovely and beautiful, something sweet and assuring, nothing that requires you to deal with difficulties or to serve people under difficult circumstances. It should be something that would make you feel wonderful and carry you away in a blissful state. But here is the difference between fantasy and reality. This is a new message from God. This is what it looks like before it is adulterated, corrupted and wed with other things by people and turned into a political tool or used by religious institutions to establish their power and their dominance. This is what a new message looks like in its pure form. It is clear. It is powerful. It requires great things of people. And it gives great things to people. It has not been watered down to be acceptable to the masses. It has not been socialized so that it is socially acceptable. This is the real thing. You must be genuine in order to see it and to respond to it and to receive the power and the grace that it brings into your life. People will consider the messenger and think he must be powerful and produce miracles. He must be able to be flawless without sin, without stain, without error, loving and compassionate to everyone all the time. Yet the real messenger is a human being, fallible, prone to error and yet strong, committed and dedicated. Can you see the difference between fantasy and reality? If your life has been about building and sustaining fantasies, then the reality will escape you. You will still think in fantastic terms, and your expectations will reflect this. You are hearing for the first time a new message from God being presented into the world. You are reading it. It has never happened before. If you cannot receive it, if you do not believe it, if you think it is something else, then the reflection is upon you. To receive something pure, you must gain purity within yourself. It will not fit your expectations or the expectations of your culture and society. The real emissaries are never valued in their lifetime. Only after they have died and are no longer a social problem or a security problem, then they are deified. Then they are exalted. Then temples and monuments are built for them. But while they were alive, they were a problem, an irritant, upsetting, disconcerting, talking about things that people had difficulty understanding or facing within themselves, setting a higher standard for life and making everyone feel how pathetically compromised their situation really is. God has a higher regard for you than you have for yourself. Therefore, great things are given to you to do, to see and to know. If you are able to receive this and do this, you will escape your pathetic view of yourself and build a new foundation for relationship with yourself and with others as well. The new message brings with it a warning, a blessing and a preparation. If you do not recognize the warning, you will not understand the blessing. If you understand the warning and the blessing, you will see the need for the preparation. You will need a way, a method, a pathway to achieve and to gain the very things that are being presented here. In the face of this, you will feel weak and confused. One day you will feel strong. The next day you will feel weak. One day you will feel that your life is blessed. The next day you will feel as if you have been deserted, because that is the surface of your mind. One day calm, next day turbulent, sometimes viciously whipped up by the winds of the world. Never stable. But as you learn to become connected to the power and the movement of knowledge within yourself, this turbulence at the surface will have less and less influence over you and over your thinking and emotions. You will just see it as turbulence at the surface of your mind, and this will give you greater equanimity and objectivity. It is not expected that you will understand the warning completely, because you must keep looking yourself. You must have the comprehension yourself. To simply hear it and believe it will not be enough to stimulate courageous action within you or to evoke wisdom within you. The blessing is that knowledge is within you. It is here to guide you, to protect you and to lead you to your greater accomplishments in life. It is here to enable you to find the individuals who will represent a higher purpose in your life. It means that God is with you, in you, connected to you, and that humanity is a greater promise within the world and within the greater community of worlds. That is the blessing. And you are destined to have relationships of higher purpose if you can respond to a greater calling in your life, if you can face the reality of your life, and if you can proceed forward step by step. That is the blessing. Yet it requires a very different way of considering yourself, other people, the world, the future and the past. It requires a tremendous re-evaluation, and this takes time. So you will not understand the warning completely. You will not understand the blessing completely. And you will not see the need for the preparation or understand how the preparation really works. You could look at the study of steps to knowledge and think, oh, this is so easy. This is basic. This is for beginners. Yet you have no idea what you are looking at, what a masterpiece that is in the power of spirit that can work through you in relationship to it. Your mind does not know anything. Only knowledge knows. Your personal mind has beliefs and convictions and fixed ideas, but it does not know anything. It was meant to serve knowledge, not to replace knowledge. That is why the true recognition happens at a deeper level. The true commitment arises from a deeper level. The true participation is motivated from a deeper level. The waters of the great oceans are moved at a deeper level. Therefore, you have an opportunity now to have your greater purpose revealed to you in the face of the great waves of change, in the face of the greater community, and in the face of all the uncertainty and unanswerable questions that they present to you. This is the gift. This is the promise. This is the doorway through which you must now pass.